Machlokes. That is a new word that I want to teach you in Hebrew. It's a bad word. It's a 4-letter word. Actually, it's more. But Machlokes means division, discord, disunity, fighting, infighting. And it's the most dangerous thing, and it's the biggest threat that the Jewish people face today. The threat of Hamas, the threat of Iran, those pale in comparison to the threat of Machlokes. Machlokes is the most destructive force that exists within the world. You see, this week's Parsha, this week's Torah portion of Korach, is all about the first Machlokes. Korach started a rebellion against Moshe in the desert, and we witness, we see the story, we read the story, and we see how somehow those types of things are still playing themselves out to this very day. Anyone who follows politics in Israel knows how heated and how nasty it's been in the last few months. And it's a big, big problem. What do we do about it? I don't know. But all I know is that we are entering into the period of time where we start mourning over the destruction of the temple. It's already in the month of Tammuz now. Today is the second day of Rosh Chodesh Tammuz, the second day of the celebration of the beginning of Tammuz, and it's actually the first day, day one of Tammuz today. And we're coming up on the 17th of Tammuz, which we're going to start talking about, and then we're coming up on Tisha B'Av, and these are all of the days on the calendar of mourning where we focus on the loss of our temple and the loss of the holiness of God's presence as a regular daily reality in the life of the Jewish people. Why did we lose God's presence? Why did the temple get destroyed? Why were we sent into exile? The Talmud tells us very simple. Sinat chinam, hatred. We couldn't get along. Machlokes. And until we figure this out, and it's taken us a long time, 2,000 years, we're still here with no temple and no Mashiach, and the Jewish people still scattered around the world, not all unified as one nation in the land of Israel. What are we waiting for? We're not waiting for Mashiach. Mashiach's waiting for us. He's waiting for us to figure out how to overcome our differences, how to learn how to respect each other, and to get along with each other, even if we don't agree, which is okay. We don't have to agree, but we have to respect each other as human beings. And that is what Machlokes is. That's why Machlokes is so destructive. The only way to remedy this, says Rav Kook, the first chief rabbi of Israel, Rabbi Abraham Isaac HaKohen Kook, was that we have to overcome Sinat Chinam with the opposite, Ahavat Chinam, loving each other for no particular reason other than the fact that we are one people, one nation, Am Yisrael. The Machlokes in this fighting and disputing and discord that existed among Klal Yisrael, among the Jewish people in the times of Korach, was the type of machlokes that's called lo l'shem shamayim. It wasn't for the sake of heaven. It wasn't for the purpose of understanding the divine will. It wasn't for the purpose of bringing more holiness and more godliness into the world. It was ego-driven. It was, I'm better, I'm stronger, I'm more powerful, I want more power, I want to be more recognized. That is not okay. The machlokes, the type of machlokes that exists l'shem shamayim, for the purpose of heaven, for the goal, the end goal of bringing more truth, more clarity into the world, it's okay. We don't have to agree, we can disagree, but we have to listen to what each other says. I've got to understand your side before I can tell you what my side is. And you've got to understand my side before you can tell me what your side is. And then maybe we can arrive at a truth or a medium or a conversation. So this is something that we need to focus on this week and this month as we enter into this period of time in the Jewish calendar. Good Shabbos, everybody. Wishing you all a wonderful, wonderful Shabbat Shalom.